So they have Churro Mickey Waffles. I know there's some debate. I don't know if 3-night cruises have them, but they do. We're making a friendship bracelet. Well, I am. Rowan is assisting me.
Just to open it up. Alright, please try this way.
Fun view at brunch for Palo. Got Royal right there in front of us. Alright, here's the brunch menu. This is all you care to enjoy. You have your eggs, your soups, pancakes, pizzas, and then your entrees. I'm gonna kind of avoid the breakfast stuff. Our bread basket. And some olive oil and 12-year balsamic said. Alright, I chose the almond croissant. Rowan got the little fruit one. Alright, we both got, well, we put it together. I don't know if this is the same quantity or what, but this is the meat and cheese plate. Alright, we got half of the grape and gorgonzola and then the margarita. We both got the chicken parm. ASMR. Rowan ran to the bathroom and our server told it is making all fancy. So here's the dessert menu. Limoncello tart, chocolate raspberry, warm apple cinnamon sticky bun. Stuck kind of between two. Well, boo. Our gratuities and our luggage tags. Because tomorrow we get off the ship. Tomorrow. Brunch was amazing, eh?
Oh yeah.
We're like just at, I'm at the perfect fullness. I'm not overly, but I'm definitely full. Rowan, are you over full?
Oh, I'm over full.
He's over full. He ate more dessert than I did. But
I'll give you Nassau antipasto.
I'm going to start to pack up a little bit and got some trivias I'm going to go to. I think Rowan's going to watch Zootopia 2. So, and I actually have a liquor and chocolate tasting. That sounds great.
From Venezuela, Dominican Republic, and Ghana. These are the countries that produces finest cacao beans, right? However, if anybody has any allergies with nuts, peanuts, soya, dairy, please let me know. If everybody is okay, we are good to enjoy, right? So we're gonna start with our first glass. That's going to be our champagne, and that is sip your champagne and you can finish your champagne after that. And you can try to see how this beautiful chocolate coats your palate. He is the one who is creating the labels for the wines. So paisage means a landscape, and that's what the label says as well, right? So this is a picture of a landscape. Now I want an honest answer from you all. To be the place where this distillery is situated, right? We have Glenmorangie, we have Glenlivet, we have Glenfiddich. So this is Glenmorangie. Situated in Highland, we have Highland, Lowland, Isla, Speyside, Campbelltown. These are the different counties where they make single malt in Scotland, right? The next important thing over here is going to be single. Single means everything in this bottle is coming from a single distillery, that is going to be your Glenmorangie distillery, right? If they say blended, that's going to be your blend of different distillery. For example, Johnny Walker, Chivas, that's a blend, right? Next thing is malt. Malt that always goes in malting process of your single malt is going to be barley, right? If you use any other grain, they won't put malt, they're going to put grain whiskey, right? Malt is always going to be barley. The next important thing is Scotch whiskey. Anything that is produced in Scotland using your barley or grain, aged for 2.5 years in oak barrel, you can label it as a Scotch whiskey, right? Easy and simple. So Glenmorangie Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. Signet is the style, and this style consists of the blends from age of 25 to 35. So I'm not saying this whole bottle is been aged for 25 or 28 years or 35 years. This is a blend of 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, like blend of different ages from age 25 to 35. So they blend it together and then it is processed with 3 different barrels, which is going to be your Oloroso sherry cask, your bourbon cask, and then virgin American oak as well, right? Only 3 ingredients are used to make this single malt, and that is going to be your barley, yeast, and water. Out of that, most important is going to be water, because slightest change in pH level is going to change the whole profile of your single malt, right? So when you age or when you make this single malt, it's not going to be this beautiful color. It's going to be like water. It's going to be colorless. When you age it in the oak, that is the time you're going to get the color onto your single
Who thinks
malt.
they got the lowest score? Anybody? Over there, yeah? Proud of it, yes! I'm sorry, I don't have a prize for the lowest score, but you know what? We'll applaud you at the end, alright? Alright, but I just want to, did you have a beautiful day today? In Nassau? Did you guys have a beautiful day in Nassau today? Yeah? It was okay, it was nice. At least you had a beautiful day in Nassau. Okay, here's the next one. This song came out in the year 2006. Okay, play it again. Okay, 2006. Oh, no, don't start singing it yet. Wait till the end. Wait till the end.
All right. Specialty. Our appetizers: salmon tartare, black truffle pasta crucettes, butternut squash soup, baked potato, chicken walnut, grilled tuna steak, lemon thyme, herb crusted pork chop, ginger teriyaki dusted Angus beef tenderloin. That's a long one. And then your vegetarian and lighter options. Hello, Dory.
You too, Jelly Mom.
Oh, must be that blueberry drink.
That was an awesome idea, Jelly Mom. Wow, hello, explorers! Hey, you made it! Everyone say, hey, Mr. Ray.
Hey, Mr. Ray.
If you dudes are ready to have the most hurrah Shaw's time maker with the crush mom, say Shaw.
Cha.
Awesome! I'm like barely going up from there, and I'll be back to get to know you dear mom dudes. Jelly Mom, Little Blue, how about those games?
All right, all 3 of us got the cheddar cheese baked potato soup. It looks really good. How is it, Rowan?
Good.
Ash, up close and personal with his hands.
And the answer from the parental
Ashton got the black pasta crucettes.
Who is your translator?
I got the serrano ham. I got the pork chop. Rowan got the pasta, which I'm a little jealous about. And then Ashton got the beef tenderloin teriyaki. All right, dessert menu: chunky walnut cake, chocolate fudge cheesecake, cookies and cream sundae, apple crumble rice pudding, lemon icebox pie, and deconstructed carrot cake with no sugar added. All right, we got the icebox pie, lemon icebox, and then this is a rice pudding, I think with apple. All right, we have a towel animal. I say it's a penguin. Ashton thought it was the Hogsworth hat. Being that that's not Disney, probably not, but I could see how we got there. And our chocolates.
I mean, they're going on like.
She told us that a dream is a wish that your heart makes. It's Princess Cinderella. Always looking for an adventure in the great white somewhere. It's Princess Belle. Now it's time for the haughty animal. It's Pluto. He danced his way into all of our hearts. It's Goofy. Everybody go nuts. It's Chip and Dale. Now it's the #1 duck on the high seas. Everyone say, you're #1, Donald.
You're #1, Donald.
Who can forget the diva of the Disney dream? It's Daisy. And last but certainly not least, we have Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie Mouse. Now all of our friends
right, future Melissa here. You can see the snow is all gone. We actually had our first mowing. Ashton's got to finish it off, but he started it. So we're back to mowing. Trees are starting to bud. So yeah. I realized I didn't really give you some ending thoughts of our final full day on the ship. So let's talk about Palo. We mentioned it was good, but a little more detail. We had a beautiful view. We got to see that royal ship sitting there. I believe there was also a Margaritaville ship on the other side, if I remember right. Plus tons of like very expensive yachts, and it was just gorgeous. You could also see Royal's Beach Club on the side there, which that looks pretty cool. And then we had a great waiter. One thing I thought was kind of weird, which I've seen in other vlogs, they tend to just give you the pastry basket with the different things. He had us like pick which we wanted. I mean, which is better from like a waste standpoint. But that was just kind of different. And let's see what else. We both loved our chicken parm. We really love the antipasto plate with the prosciutto on there is just so good. I don't know why it is so yummy, but that prosciutto is amazing. You know, chicken parm was amazing. That grape and gorgonzola pizza, I think I might actually like it a smidge better than the chicken parm even. It was just amazing. And that's definitely what like I've been thinking about and wanting again is that grape and gorgonzola pizza, which sounds crazy, but it was so good. And I also really loved my, actually, I think it was Rowan's dessert. He got the lemon torte, which was kind of like a cross between a cheesecake and a cake, but it was so good. And I think I ordered the apple bun. That I would skip. The lemon, if you like lemon, was just amazing. So yeah, that was our first time doing Palo Brunch. We would definitely do it again. It was very yummy. Would definitely suggest it. Be interesting to try dinner sometime. But yeah, we loved it. And then my chocolate and liqueur tasting. So that was pretty good. I didn't love necessarily any of the drinks that they gave me, but I love learning even about, you know, I don't like champagne, but I still love learning about it. And I didn't really like the port, but I loved learning, and I actually learned a lot about port. I didn't really know anything about it, so that was really interesting. So it was definitely worth going and learning about it. I mean, the chocolates were all, you know, I'm not a huge dark chocolate fan, so I don't really like that, but the white and the milk were amazing. Kind of that pudding thing was really good. So yeah, but my favorite actually was the Parmesan cheese that was with the whiskey, and actually my favorite drink was the whiskey as well. So yeah, but I would definitely do it again. Like I said, I just really love learning kind of about food history. I felt that way about my royal drink tasting too. I had a lot of pineapple. I don't like pineapple, but I still learned a lot, and it was really cool. I think that probably ends about the day. You know, trivias were great. Things like that. Our dinner, I think actually the Animator palette dinner is my favorite of the rotational dining on the Dream. So that was really good. Also that lemon icebox cake. I'm thinking for lemon, I guess. But the lemon icebox cake was a very good dessert. So I would definitely do that again. I wouldn't do that. I actually love rice pudding, but I didn't love the apple rice pudding. So yeah, I think that's about it. Well, let me know if you have any questions on the day, and now I'll go into the resource for today's video. All right, resource for today's video is going to be mental health first aid. If you've been around for a little bit, you definitely have heard me talk about mental health first aid before, but I taught this last week. And then there's also a new campaign going on with National Council, March to 5 million. So we're trying to get to 5 million people trained in mental health first aid by October 10th, I believe is the date, Mental Health World Day. So it's a great class. It teaches you how to recognize signs and symptoms that someone might be experiencing a mental health challenge, and how to support them and get them connected to the most appropriate professional help or self-help resources. So definitely a life-saving, evidence-based practice, and it's proven effective. So I will include a spot where you can get that training. There is an adult and a youth curriculum. I just teach adult, but if you work with youth, you know, the youth one may be a little bit more appropriate for you. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.